Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about keywords, long tail keywords, and we're also going to be talking about utilizing Google Trend to help us create modern relevant blogs. So first of all, what exactly are keywords? Well, they're words that can describe the products and services that your company sort of put out. So generally these are singular words. So for example, let's say you run a garage, you want to make a post about, for example, doing an MOT on a Ford car. So MOT would be one of the keywords. Ford would be another one. Escort could be one as well, although that could work for other kinds of business. So these kind of keywords are really, really good because when your site is being crawled by Google's crawler or any search engine's crawler, it's picking up information about what your website is about. So keywords, having the same sort of keywords across the different topics that you discuss in your blogs is really, really beneficial in getting you to be found to be an authority on a specific subject. So we then move into long tail keywords. So for example, I'm going to use restaurants again because I mainly do restaurant marketing. So for example, Italian restaurants in your town name here, right? So I'm going to use Colchester because it's close to me. So Italian restaurants in Colchester. You can have this in your blog, and this covers a very specific search term. So let's say people are looking for that exact long tail keyword and it's a popular in the local area trends. It's a good one to go for. So you probably think, well, how can I fit that into my blog and make it feel sort of natural? So this is actually pretty hard. So basically you would say, for example, if you were looking for Italian restaurants in Colchester, why not stop by at my restaurant name here? So that would be a good example. So basically this will keep Italian restaurants, which is one, which could be searched, and that would be localized as well with Colchester, which is the town name, so those would work together. You could also appear under restaurants in this town name, so it's basically adding a whole number of different search terms, combining them all together and giving you a really, really powerful platform to sort of hit off, for example. So for example, you could also do, for example, posts which promote and support your enemies as well. Here's a good one. So for example, legal firms in this area. You give a little bit of information about your legal firm, and then you talk about all of the different other legal firms that are in your local area. It feels counterintuitive at first, but if you're an authority, that will help your website rank higher than other websites. Okay, so this will make it so that you can actually compete with these other legal firms, and you've got their names as well, which your blog could show up under. So it also prioritizes you when people are looking for these other legal firms and the long tail keywords relating to their names. So it's really, really helpful. So finally, we're going to talk a little bit about utilizing Google Trends, and this is something which I use to come up with topics for my blogs. So for example, earlier on I looked up horoscopes, and the main reason I went for that is because astrology is kind of interesting for me. So I looked up horoscopes and I found out that there were some long tail keywords which I didn't expect. So as we can see, we've got Yasmin Boland horoscopes, we've got Patrick Arundel daily horoscopes. These are really, really good search terms because they're very, very specific and they fit into a niche category, all right, or a niche if you're an American. So what you're going to want to do is write blogs about these particular things. So you can say, today we're going to talk about Yasmin Boland horoscopes. So basically, here's her website. This is what she does. This is who Patrick Arundel is. You can give all of the information there, and that will help you rank in these specific areas when people are looking for those things. And they will find your site which has got related content, and it will help keep your content relevant, which is really, really good. Now, utilizing Google Trends, you can really figure out some great topics to write about, find out what recipes are popular right now, and you can really, really compete a lot better when you're utilizing software and tools like this. So it can help you come up with ideas for blogs. So you can type pretty much anything in there, and it will give you suggestions. Sometimes you're not going to get any, so just try a couple of different search terms, find out what is relevant and what people are talking about, and it will help you get traffic to your website and keep your site relevant. And you can say, hey, here we are, here is our company. And this is a great way to get people who will be interested potentially in what you're doing. Because let's say someone does want a Yasmin Boland horoscope, for example. Okay, what they might do is they might end up signing up for your horoscope, which you're doing, and you're delivering a weekly horoscope or whatever. So if you're doing like an emailing service like that in your marketing, you're potentially going to get subscribers from people who like these other people, but they're also interested in the topic, so they might want to look at it from a different perspective potentially. So the important thing is getting the traffic to your site, utilizing things like the long tail keywords, the keywords in general, keeping your site up in a decent place on Google as an authority, and basically just making sure that you're always creating content that's relevant. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye!